Well, hello, my beautiful Leo. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with a little bonus reading all about you. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about, pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings and I will never reach out to you personally to offer one. Also, I will never ask you for money, e-gifts, or donations. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Leo, this is a little bonus reading all about you. Us tarot readers, we tend to talk about money, career, love, and we really never ask, how are you doing? So this reading is going to address that at this time. I'm only using one deck because I love the simplicity it lends to this reading, and I've just opened a second competition to win a free personal reading from me, but I'll let you know how to win that a little bit later on because some people are here just for the reading, and I don't like to waste anyone's time. So let's get straight to it. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Leo? What do they need to know at this time? What are they going through? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What's on the other side of what they're going through? Can you please show the way, illuminate what it is they are meant to see at this time for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of to navigate the path ahead? Can you please show them at this time what they are meant to be aware of? Now, your first card there is the 7 of Pentacles. So I can see that some of you, although you count your blessings, there is an area of your life where you're feeling a little bit dissatisfied and you're currently checking the exchange. You may be asking yourself, what next? What else? What else is there? Is there more to stuff than this right now? So I feel like you really are trying to connect to things that you love. You may be feeling a little bit disappointed or a little bit down right now. Now, you are someone who doesn't like to wallow in that energy. So you are someone who is very passionate, intense. You love to live life on the edge. You are someone who basically is a homebody, but you also like adventure. But something feels a little bit either stale or austere right now. It just feels like same kind of energy, and you're really trying to check in with how to change it. Now, I do see with that 3 of Cups there that you actually have a very strong support network, people who really care about you. You have a lot of friends, but I feel like you're being more discerning about the company that you keep, and you may be focused right now on the fact that your friendship circles are changing in some way. As you spiritually evolve, that tends to happen. You naturally grow away from certain people who perhaps don't resonate at the same frequency as you anymore. Also, I feel some of you are coming to terms with the fact that you have a beautiful, pure heart, and you're learning that not everybody is like you, and you have pure intentions and you want the best for everybody, but ultimately you're recognizing that not everybody is the same as you, and that's led you to have a little bit of conflict as well, because if you could lead the world certainly would be a better place, but there's more going on than that. I feel you've been challenged. Some of you are recognizing that, of course, you are the student of life, that there are ups and downs in life, and it's about navigating those challenges and becoming stronger because of it. But I do see that part of you is not allowing these knocks of life to dull your shine, but it may be difficult. You may find it's harder to keep getting back up, as it were. It may be feeling that, it requires a lot more energy these days, and you feel that you're being drained. Some of you may feel a little bit heavier than usual in your energetic frequency, and you're trying to look at the things that are draining you in your life right now. But let's go and get your final cards. We've got the 5 of Pentacles, we've got the 9 of Cups. So there is a wish being delivered for you, and things are going to get a little bit easier for you there, but it requires radical change. Some of you have been feeling a little bit vulnerable in these changes right now. But actually, whenever we go through challenging times, it's forcing us or encouraging us to really step up and acknowledge that something needs to change or transform, and I feel like you're in control of those changes. There's a wonderful new start here for you, but I am getting an energy that sometimes, things, they become quite difficult, so that you acknowledge that there has to be an easier way. For example, if you tend to meet people who press your buttons, challenge you, maybe overstep a mark, push your buttons in ways that are difficult or challenging or hurt you in some way, I feel like you're being encouraged to erect healthier boundaries there and really be direct, maybe diplomatic, but also very direct about what it is you want, how you like to be treated, and make sure that those healthy boundaries are strong so that you teach other people how you like to be treated. Because every experience we have is teaching us about what we allow and what we certainly don't allow, what we want, what we don't want, and it's about stating our terms and conditions almost to the universe, but also to the people around us. So I feel a lot of you have been going through some challenging times, but things are going to get a little bit better. Now, your first card there, of course, is that Seven of Pentacles. And this is about all the hard work that you invest in your life. I feel right now you're re-examining priorities, what's important to you, your home space, where you spend your energy, where your focus goes. That's where there's going to be the most growth, okay? So I feel a lot of you have been investing in yourself, doing some repair work. I mean, all us humans, we tend to need to do some repair work as we grow through life, but it's hard, okay? I mean, looking at this card in particular, I feel like it's a fine line between luxury and, getting by. So I feel you're really focused on your finances right now, building security for your future, but it's also about where you invest your energy. Now, also, when you have this card as your first position, this is about things developing. You've got things in the works, projects, ideas, friendships, things that you're attached to at this time, and everything is developing at a different pace. So you're really kind of like looking at what's working for you right now, what's not working for you right now. And I feel with this Seven of Pentacles, I just get an energy that you're reflecting on your progress in life. Okay, now, of course, you've just gone through Leo season. So we're coming out of Leo season on the 22nd of August there. So some of you may be looking at the milestone, the legacy that you leave, what your life has amounted to so far, the accomplishments that you've had, where you felt dissatisfied, where you felt that you lost out on something. We all go through these ups and downs in life, but because, of course, you've just gone through your birthday season, this could be a little bit more monumentally on your mind. So I feel like you are looking at how far you've grown, the challenges you've grown through, how strong you are because of the things that you've experienced. But I also feel that some of you, you are developing your skills, your spiritual skills, perhaps, because of course we've got that Ace of Cups there. I just feel that things have been slow for you and you're holding it all together as you see some changes. I mean, whenever you get this card, it's like it's going okay. You have enough to make do, but you're reaching for more, and you're also focused a lot on self-development at this time, and you may be thinking about a break, or you may be thinking about a vacation, or even thinking about relocating. You're just thinking about your future plans. So it's like you checking the exchange of, your childhood, how you took that journey through childhood up into your teenage years, what you experienced there, and then into your 20s. And depending on how old you are, it's like each milestone has a story to tell. And you may be looking at your story right now and wondering where you take life to next, because ultimately you are in control, even though sometimes it may not feel like it. There's a healthy balance between fate, of course. We all have like plot points that we must reach in our destiny, in the journey of life, but also we have free will, so we can choose the plot points that we, aspire to or that we reach. And I feel right now you're just thinking, where to next? So it's almost like some of you are reimagining what could be in the future. And I feel like you're not afraid to admit what's not working for you anymore. Friendships that you've outgrown, circumstances that you've had to heal from, toxic situations you've had to cut out, how you've had to be very independent and strong and live life on your own terms. And you should be really proud of yourself. But sometimes these are quiet thoughts. So the inner critic sometimes can rob us of feeling proud of how far we've come. So I feel a lot of you are also looking at that as well, because I feel this is about having confidence in yourself, really loving yourself fully, being comfortable in your own skin, and also emotional sort of stability there as well. I feel like you're working on yourself. And I mean, that Seven of Pentacles, it basically is saying that you're acknowledging that you're a work in progress. And of course, everyone has more to go. I feel like you are challenged, but also you're in training. Some of you may actually be wanting to train in something so you can acquire new knowledge. And it doesn't matter how old you are, you can always have a new start. Even if you're 85, 92, 37, 20, however old you are, you can have a fresh new start and you can take life in any direction. And that's actually quite exciting, because it means, of course, that there is a blank canvas, but also with that Seven of Pentacles, it's like you're acutely aware of certain responsibilities that you have right now and things that you have in motion that you really need to focus on. So it's about finding that balance, okay? Now, what is crossing you? We have the Ace of Cups. Something has been disappointing for you or did not meet your expectations. And I feel some of you, there's something missing, a missing ingredient. And for some of you, it could be that, it's love, because of course we've got the Ace of Cups, which is in the crossing position. You read both sides, the upright and the reverse. So you may feel that love has disappointed you in some way. It hasn't met those expectations. It could be that you are sort of reaffirming what you want right now in a relationship and re-examining what you expect in a relationship. Things that perhaps you wanted many years ago are not the things that you want right now in a relationship. So I feel like you are just checking in with yourself, checking the exchange. For those of you who are in a healthy relationship right now, I feel like you are, trying to create roots and a grounding stability, especially during tough times. Of course, every relationship requires compromise. It requires two people being a team, coming together. If you are in a relationship, I definitely see that this person loves you, but there may have been some challenges that both of you need to come together on and find a way to overcome, which you will, of course. But also the Ace of Cups, whether you're in a relationship or not, this is about that feeling, that all is well. And because it's in the resistance position as well as being in the upright, some of you may have been feeling this foreboding feeling recently. It may be because of world events or this uncertainty as to the trajectory that the world is taking right now. But remember, if there is something that we can control in the circumstances or change in the circumstances, then of course set about changing those things or put that change in motion. But if there is something outside of you that you have no control to change, then there is no point in, using that energy to worry about it, because what is meant for you, it will never pass you by, okay? So breathe, relax. I see a lot of you trying to manage stress levels, anxiety levels right now, and you're reaching for something that you really want. You want to do more fun things in life. You want to get out there. You want to release that stress. I mean, the Ace of Cups, it really indicates that for some of you, you feel the universe has kind of passed you by and hasn't offered you any opportunities recently, and you may have been like pushed and pulled in many different directions. You're always on the go. You're always investing in something. You're always being told that you need to put your energy somewhere to be successful and do something, build something. And there's a different pace of life that perhaps you are looking at right now. It's like, what about my emotional care? What about stillness? What about my mental wellness? What about feeling that things are positive? I feel some of you are just looking at how your energy has been fluctuating recently, and I feel you're starting to develop your intuition in a very highly attuned way. And as you do that, your spiritual gifts, of course, will amplify. And I feel this is about finding that peace. Okay, so a lot of you may be thinking about mindfulness or trying to limit what kind of breaks your inner sanctuary. So you may be looking at your home space, creating that level of sanctuary and peace for you and your family, but also that Ace of Cups. There's an energy there of you doing more things that you love and maybe trying to romance your life a little bit more. There's a feeling in this reading of wanting to reconnect to a younger energy because you are a younger energy. So it just feels like even though you are maturing, you're still that bright spark. And you may have felt that something's different about you, something has changed. And although that part of you will never kind of like return to that old self, if I want to call it that, there's still part of you still there. And there is a lot of energy here where you're reconnecting to this sense of rediscovery about yourself. So I feel, there's more to discover about you. And I feel like you're reigniting that lust for life, looking at the things that you love doing, because I feel some of you, there are things that you used to love doing, but you've just lost that loving feeling for it, or it doesn't have the same feeling about it. It just doesn't have the same potential. It's like you're coasting, or you feel like you're on autopilot. So for example, if you used to love sitting down and writing like your memoirs, or writing a diary, or reading a book, you could sit down and start doing those things and suddenly feel distracted, or feel like, oh, it doesn't have that same kind of feeling. It just feels off. So you may like abandon it and think, you know what, I can't concentrate on that book. Or actually, I've written all I need to say. There's a frustration energy here. And it may be that something within you has changed, and now I feel like you have to embrace that side of yourself. You may be called to do something different that really excites you at this time. And a lot of you, this is a period of healing, processing some emotions, and really looking at the difficulties that you've had, the challenges that have arisen, and how strong you are based on the things that you've just come through. So you may be thinking about, counseling, or some sort of wellness. Some of you may be thinking about becoming a counselor. Perhaps you have gone through some things and you can help other people. Also, some of you may think about like hypnotism, or meditation, yoga, Pilates, Reiki, some sort of mindfulness practice in order to declutter your mind, but also manage stress levels. That's coming out there as well. And it's like opening a gateway. I just feel like some of you, especially with that Three of Cups there, it's like you're relearning how to have fun. Now, of course, if you've gone through a traumatic experience, as of course humanity went through a couple of years ago, and obviously you've gone through your own personal journey. Some of you are recovering and just seeing that actually things that you used to love doing, they just don't hold that weight anymore. You're looking at a more simplified enjoyment, but I also feel like a part of you wants to reconnect to the things that you used to love enjoying. So I feel there's this balance, this jostle of energy between the old self, the new self, and the person that you're becoming. You're still the same person, but I feel like you're evolving in a different way. Now, this reading's got pretty deep. I didn't expect it to go that way, but maybe this is what's been going on for you right now. I mean, the earthly plane position, this is what is below you, the below position, and this is about joy, sharing excitement with other people, that intoxication of life, that lust for life, wanting to go out there and join that dance of life, or be more social and celebrate life, and just, there's an energy here of relief as well. So I feel some of you, it's just like getting stuff out, and being with people that you really care about, your besties, as it were, or if you feel that you have been going through such a transformation that, your friendships are changing and evolving, and your social circle is getting smaller, it's actually getting stronger, and you're going to be guided towards a more community-based environment. So it could be that you're meeting new people in your area, or connecting to something that you love doing, or that suddenly you find yourself called to or curious about, and this is where you're going to meet like-minded people. Now, also, I feel the Three of Cups is you being more generous with your time, with your family, your friends, this element of, simplicity. spending quality time with quality people. And I feel like you are being more discerning about the energy that you give out. So also with this Three of Cups, I'm getting a very strong energy that there is going to be something to celebrate very, very soon, because a lot of you are thinking, well, there's nothing really to celebrate much anymore. It just seems to be the same old thing, just a different day. But I feel there are some really great things coming towards you, and you are going to romance your life a little bit more. And I feel, there is a time of prosperity for you. And of course, we can all see that the world is in a very turbulent place right now, and there are some changes to come, but they will benefit you long term. But we all recognize that some of these changes, they may get a little bit difficult first before we have that breakthrough. But I do see that you're in a really good position to protect yourself and your family, weather these changes. And I feel something within you is just so transformed that it feels like you are rebirthing, but also there's a new you mixed up in that as well. So I know that sounds very confusing or a little bit like, challenging, but it just feels like there's a period of evolution upon you right now, and you're not going back. You're embracing the new. Now, what is in your past position? We have the Temperance card. So some of you have been feeling a little bit frustrated. You're acutely aware of time. You are aware that you don't want to waste your time, and you may feel frustrated when someone wastes your time, or you may feel that you're impatient, a little bit more impatient. You're trying to be more balanced, more harmonious, but it's been hard. And I feel as you start to mature, things will level out, and you are kind of like moving towards a period of stillness in your life. But this card, it mainly is you focusing on your life's purpose. It's like, what am I here to do? What is mankind here to be doing right now? What is going on in the world? I feel on a personal level, you're trying to blend all your energies to create something really special. You just want to be happy. You just want to enjoy your life, pay your bills, live a simplistic life of happiness, joy, and safety, security with you and your soul tribe, your family. So I feel like you really want the basic needs in life with a little bit of luxury thrown in, of course. And I feel like you've been working really hard to accomplish that life, but also I still get this energy of what else? There's got to be more to this. So some of you, I feel a lot of you delving into your emotions, delving into the unseen, being interested in the unknown, and focusing on your life's purpose. And I mean, the Temperance card, it tends to mean that you're creating a life of harmony, of keeping balance, being grounded, and, letting life be in the flow. But sometimes it's hard. So I feel like you've had to make some adjustments. You also have a lot of cups in your reading. So you're focused a lot on your goals, your dreams, your vision of the future. You just want to love life. You want to love people. You want people to love you, not in an egotistical way. I feel like you just want everyone to get on. You want life to be just simple and pure and just passionate and full of the joys of life. And why can't it be that way? Why is it that you meet people who challenge you? Why is it that people try to push your buttons? It's because sometimes they feel that you have a very strong energy about you, and they feel intimidated by your energy. Sometimes also, you have attracted people in the past who needed healing as well. You have a beautiful, pure heart. And when you have that open-hearted empathy, people gravitate towards that light. And you may have noticed that a lot of people come towards you for fixing. And I feel that's where love has been a little bit disappointing for you, because you've offered that nurture and care to some people, and they may have drained your resources, or they may have, basically taken your love and your kindness and then exited your life in some way. And it feels to some degree that you've been let down by the process of love. And some of you have kept love because of that experience or those experiences at arm's length. You still care about people. You're very generous. You are very charitable as well. I see a lot of you wanting to volunteer and help out, do charity work, always, offer some sort of gift or service or some sort of support to a friend, because I feel like you're a great friend. But also I feel some of you in the last couple of years, you've been sitting back and looking at who basically steps up to help you. And that's when you've been readjusting the balance reciprocity is important to you, and I feel it's become ever more present in your mind. Like, okay, I do a lot here, and I feel like you are someone who doesn't mind doing a lot and going that extra mile for people or situations, but also when it's your turn where you actually say, okay, I've tried to do this by myself, but I really can't. I'm just going to ask if someone could do me a favor, and if no one's about, you're like, come on, I'm always there. If you are acknowledging, of course, that sometimes people just can't be there, they may not be able to, they may not have the resources to help. That's okay. But if it's a constant and you're noticing that they just come to you when they need to take something from you, you're definitely cutting that out. And I feel it can be a very isolating or alienating kind of place, because things are changing and you are noticing changes around you, and it just feels like you're in a bit of a limbo kind of energy where these changes are occurring and the shifts, and you just almost like feel like you're losing yourself, but also you're finding yourself at the same time. Now, as I said, this reading got pretty deep. We've got the King of Cups there, and this is your potential position. This is about getting all your heart desires. So I do see with an open heart that you're going to attract everything that you desire, but also this is about you, being diplomatic, but also having healthy boundaries. You have respect for all beings and you honor people, and this energy that you put out, it will come back to you in many different forms. You're someone who came to this lifetime with an old soul, and that's why not much impresses you. And I feel with this King of Cups, this is about emotional stability. I feel like you've been going through a period of processing a lot of deep emotions and looking at some difficult experiences that you've had in the past. But also I feel like you are looking at the times where you felt comfortable and happy and joyous. And I do see that you will return to these times. The King of Cups also indicates if you are looking for love, there is someone here who is going to be strong enough to walk by your side and love you the way that you want to be loved. Okay, someone who honors you, someone who is a great listener, someone who is gentle, fair, non-judgmental, and passionate, someone who's very deep, someone who has a lot of empathy, and they're very supportive indeed. They raise you up. But also I feel a lot of you, on a personal level, when people think about Leos, they think about this gregarious energy where you're passionate, intense, you're outgoing, but also you can be the opposite. Sometimes, you may have moments where you don't feel like being out there in the flow, or having the spotlight on you, or performing, shall we say, sometimes. It also could indicate here that, you have struggled with confidence issues throughout your life. It may not be constant, but there may be moments where you fluctuated in your energy and felt like you were not enough. And this process of life is leading you to be more confident in yourself, your skill set, in love, in all areas of your life, to embrace all that you are, because you are lovable and also you are talented and gifted. And I feel this is about you acknowledging that you are a gift in friendship, a gift in your immediate circumstances, with family, with friends, because you give your all. You have a beautiful heart and you offer everything you've got to the people that you really care about. But I feel over the years, you've had to learn to be more discerning about who you allow into your inner circle. And it's taught you a lot of lessons. Now, also the King of Cups, a lot of you may feel that, something is missing, that missing ingredient, that holy grail of life. You're going to discover it. But I feel you're being led to do more things that bring you joy, to have more fun, let your hair down. Of course, you've got responsibilities, there's pressure on your shoulders, but I feel right now it's about being curious about what else is out there, things that you've never experienced before. And I feel this is going to lead you to that missing ingredient. Also, you are very attractive, okay? Inside and out, there's a peacock right there. So this is about recognizing that you are someone who attracts a lot of attention, but also you have a beautiful soul to go along with it. So as you mature, it's about what's inside that comes out that's important, of course. And I feel that there are some really great things on their way to reward you despite the difficult circumstances that you've had. Now, in the near future, we have the Five of Wands, okay? Now, the Five of Wands is a card of honoring differences, okay? I feel like you're acknowledging and accepting that just some people are just way different from you, and you cannot expect another person to either love you the way that you love a person. They'll love you in the way that you hope they will love you, but they will never truly match what you offer in a relationship. The same with like career. You know, you are someone who gives your all. Not everybody's going to do that. Some people coast. They expect the success, but they're not willing to put in the hard work. Some people, you know, they're not as honest as you, or they're looking for a quick way to do something. They're not ready to invest. So this is about really sort of realizing that life, sometimes it falls short sometimes of our expectations. And if we have no expectations, then we can be pleasantly surprised. So I do feel like we all in general have to, unfortunately, manage expectations. And I feel that the universe is actually going to deliver something here for you that is surpassing your expectations, very rewarding, emotionally fulfilling. And I feel there's a nice little gift on its way for you. And I feel it's like your ships are coming in, let's put it that way. But also with that 5 of Wands there, this is about the challenge, okay? So this is about what you learn from the challenges, because every experience, every person, you know, everything is a learning curve. So I feel like you are looking for the lesson when there is challenge. And this is going to help you elevate spiritually, but also vibrationally. And also with this 5 of Wands, I do see here that you are in training, of course, but some of you may embrace new knowledge. You may literally go back to college or get a qualification, certification. If you're in training for something, I feel like you're going to reach a really high level and be super proud of yourself. But also when you get that 5 of Wands, you know, some of you may have noticed that in life, people try to compete against you. And people don't try to compete against another person unless they feel that they are someone who is a rival. Okay, so to some degree, there's a compliment there, because people may try to copy you or be like you or be better than you, because they see that you set a bar, okay, and they want to be better than that. So if people are trying to, you know, have the position that you've got, or they try to have the partner that you have, or they want something that you've got, of course, this is frustrating. It's really annoying, and you wish that it wouldn't happen. But ultimately, also, there is an energy there of this person admiring what you have. They see that you are strong enough to reach the success that they are not capable of. They can see that you are beautiful both inside and out, and that you attract people and opportunity towards you, and they wish they could do the same. Instead, they try to emulate you. You know, what do they say? That comparison is a thief of joy. These people, deep down, they are not happy with themselves. So if you were bullied when you were younger, that's because this person saw you as someone who was better than them, who was a threat to them in some way. And they wanted to rob you of your confidence. They wanted to rob you of that beauty inside. They wanted to knock you down or chip away at you so that you will be smaller than them. But I feel like you've learned over the years to grow back, to be bigger than these situations. And I feel these challenges have taught you a lot, to the point where I see some of you could actually write a book about your experiences and actually help other people because of those experiences as well. But also it could be a cathartic experience for you to write things down and get them out. Now also my guides are indicating with that 5 of Wands that you offer what other people cannot, okay? That's the message of this major reading. I feel like you've been hustling in life. Things have been hard. I feel that you have been presented with challenges, and you always come out on top. And right now you may be brainstorming new ideas or new ways to do things differently, or to find more time for you to do more things that are fun. So, and spend time with friends, family. It just feels like you're trying to reorganize your life and look at what's truly important, but also to try and find some sort of balance. So if you are someone who is currently in a career and you are destined for the top, you're a pro at what you do, also you're trying to balance that out with family and friends. And sometimes that can be really hard. You have to make a decision, like, should I go across the world for this opportunity, or should I stay as a homebody and, you know, stay where I'm at and, you know, try and be successful where I am right now? I feel some of you can find that middle ground where you can have it all, but it will be challenging. And your family and friends, they understand. They want you to be the best that you can be. So I'm just giving you an example. Of course, if you're retired, it could be that you want to go overseas and live in a country that really calls to you, but it requires you moving further away from family or friends. Now, they support your decision. They'll miss you, but at the same time, I feel like there will be a yearning there. So it's about balancing all the things that challenge us and really following our heart, the thing that we're called to do. Even though it may affect other people, you're doing what's right for you in the best possible way, because of course this is your life and you're leading it the way you know how. Now also we've got that Sun card. This is your advice to yourself in this moment. Shine your light. Be all that you can be. You are a wonderful, bright spark in this world. And I feel this is you growing. You're going through an awakening of some sorts. And of course, whenever we awaken and truly see things as they truly are, there's no going back. And there can be growing pains in that. And I feel some of you have been going through that painful experience of witnessing or seeing things that perhaps other people cannot see right now. And it can also be that you are basically embracing the joy in life and trying to leave behind the difficult experiences or heal the difficult experiences. But in order to do that, we got to face those things first. We can't just like put them in a little box and say, okay, I'm going to forget about that, because that's not the way that the mind and the heart works. We will be constantly triggered or reminded of previous experiences until the body, mind, and soul feels like you have finally gotten over something. So I feel this is about you kind of embracing the innocence in life, being more free in life, wanting a little bit more spontaneity in life as well. And I feel this is what you're attracting right now. It's almost like by embracing your inner light, you're giving other people around you the permission to shine also, and you are a magnet. You're going to have a lot of attention towards you, both romantic, whether you want that or not, it's coming your way. So you'll probably filter out the people that you're not interested in, but also if you're in a relationship already, then of course you're just going to, secure your relationship and deepen your connection with that person. But I mean, this is like a card that just indicates you just want to be happy. You just want things to be easier, because when you were younger, perhaps although there were challenges, it just felt a little bit easier. And I feel some of you just want to return to that playful side of life. Now, what is the external circumstances for you right now? This is the card where you cannot control the circumstances, okay? And you got the Nine of Cups. So that means wishes are being delivered to you, but you may not be able to see them right now because I feel there's this missing ingredient. Remember, the card that comes before the Nine of Cups is the Eight of Cups, and that person is a seeker. And right now, I feel like you're in seeking mode. You're asking the questions. You're wondering what else is out there, and you're finding alternative paths that are going to be more rewarding for you. And whoever walks away on that Eight of Cups energy walks straight into the Nine of Cups, finds that missing ingredient. And that ingredient is joy, living in the moment, authenticity, achievement, fulfillment, completion of your desires. So I feel this is a period of being proud of who you are, being satisfied that, you're doing everything in life that you can to have an experience. Remember, you are a human being. You don't have to be a human doing all the time. And I feel like that message in terms of humanity has got caught up and lost in some way. So with that Nine of Cups, I do feel that there is something you've been wishing for, that missing ingredient. It is coming your way. And I feel there's going to be a time of plenty for you. So if you've been struggling with either finances or struggling with some emotions, perhaps you've been struggling with energy or feeling a little bit low, things are going to get better for you. And although things have been challenging, I feel you've been nudged to really look at the challenges, see what you're learning from that. I feel more than anything it's about healthy boundaries, but I feel like you're releasing these experiences in order to make space for joy, okay? Your hope and fear position is the Five of Pentacles. Now, the Five of Pentacles, it can indicate that there's difficulties, there's disappointment, there's shortages, and you may be looking at, and this may not resonate with everyone, some of you may have regretted some experiences, but we cannot truly regret experiences because ultimately everything teaches us something, maybe for the future or maybe something for the now, but ultimately everything is a life lesson. And with that Five of Pentacles, I feel some of you are feeling a little bit isolated or maybe even unloved or, let down. You may have felt left out by the universe in some way. And I feel that your prayers are being answered when you get this card. This card tends to mean that whatever it is you are praying for or seeking, it shall be given to you. There is help on hand. The universe will step in to help you when you are in need. And also, this card, it can indicate some of you have been feeling unwell. You've been going through a period of unwellness and it's been challenging. And it just feels like, to some degree, with that Ten of Swords, not all of you, but some of you may have felt like you've hit rock bottom in a situation, but the only way is up. When you've got a Ten of Swords, it means all this difficulty and challenge, it's coming to an end. And now you've got the potential position, which is a Five of Cups. So that means, your heart will be fulfilled and you will experience joy in life and abundance and happiness and fun and laughter. Also, for some of you, this could be financially related. It could be that you're worried about money. And I definitely see, because this is a hope and a fear position, it will be in the reverse as well as the upright. Now, in the reverse, this card is actually very positive. It means hope returns, a recovery of a situation, more money is attracted towards you. For some of you, it could be a new job or it could be a new opportunity that comes in and helps you financially. Also, if you've been unwell, it can be that you're going through a period of recovery, or some of you, it could be that you've been processing some difficult emotions and you're healing and recovering a part of yourself so that you can move on from this and leave this challenging time behind. So I definitely see that your prayers are going to be answered and things are going to work out more in your favor. I'm being given an energy. I've just got to take a moment to really tap into that energy. So one moment, please. Okay, I'm being given this energy of you've handled a lot of disappointment, maybe some anxiety as well, and you're actually now creating a period of healing so that you can open up more to joy and happiness. It just feels like this process has been difficult, but it's just closing out a cycle for you and you're coming out the other side, and there's a lot of reward and there's a lot of prosperity, but most importantly, happiness and joy on the other side of it. So it just feels like, the difficulty, the pain, you've done that. And now comes, an easier way of living or a more simplistic kind of lifestyle that will bring peace of mind. So that's coming through there as well. Now, your final card, of course, is the Ten of Swords. So this can be, a beginning. It doesn't have to be an ending. It could be a hopeful beginning. It can be a point of epiphany where it's an end to an old way of thinking or doing something, or it's about laying something to rest, laying something to bed and saying, enough, I can't dwell in this energy anymore. It's not helping me in any way, shape, or form. It just hurts too much. So remember that we will be reminded of difficult situations until such time as when we remember them again, we have no more feeling about it. It doesn't trigger us. It's just like it's there. It happened. And you're like, well, I've moved past this now. And I feel like you're going to get to that point. Also, you may feel during this transformation, you're feeling a little bit vulnerable. So I feel you're in a period of protecting yourself. Also, I feel a lot of you are burnt out, okay? I feel there's been tears, there's been sorrows. Some of you may have felt that you're feeling a bit lonely on your path right now. But I see some of you joining some sort of community event or actually going into a period of training, or maybe like doing a hobby or something that you're excited about. Because the Five of Wands, it can be a creative endeavor. It's about your creative juices are flowing, and now you want to collaborate with people, brainstorm ideas with people, and now you're going to meet people who really resonate with you. And I feel there's integration here so that you won't feel so isolated and alone. Okay. Now, the Ten of Swords, it's really a question of why does it have to be so hard all the time? And, you know, I've asked this question myself, but it's always about there is a lesson in the challenge. So I feel this is about facing something that is challenging so that you can release it fully. I'm going to pull a card on that Ten of Swords for you, just to see why it is like the outcome energy. I just feel it's like it's done. Okay, it's done. You're moving past it. You're moving on from it. And it's like laying the difficult situations to rest and coming out the other side. The Magician card, yeah. You're having more control in a situation. You're acknowledging that you have more power than you give yourself credit for in this situation. You're passionate. There's like a magical time ahead for you. And also this card is like, you've got this. You know, you are making things happen in your life. You're moving past this difficult stage, and now you're manifesting better for you. Better rewards, happiness, joy, money, prosperity, friendships that are rewarding and invest in you as much as you invest in them. So I feel this is a time of change, and there's infinite possibilities for you to draw really positive things closer to you. But I do see that you have been through some challenging times, and I'm sending you a huge hug out there. Now I'm just going to go and get some final cards before I close your reading. Now, of course, this reading, it may not resonate with everyone. I have to honor each card as it comes and the messages that come towards me during this time. Now, of course, there's the Black Moon there, and this is an energy of reset. Okay, whenever you get a card like this, it means there's another chance for fun, happiness. It says here, a lost opportunity is returning. So if you feel like disappointed, let down, or there is a missing ingredient, something that you feel you missed out on in life, I definitely see it's coming back around for you. Also, it says second chances, a return, or a reset button. And that's what I was trying to articulate, I think. It's like a reset. Something within you has changed, but also I feel you're going back in some way to reconnect to a part of yourself that you feel like you've lost touch with, but also that part of you has still changed. And I feel there's just a more magical time ahead for you, more confident time where you are comfortable in your own skin and you're loving yourself a little bit harder there as well. And finally, we've got Moon Dancer. So this is all about romancing your life a little bit more, being in the flow, the dance of life, as it were. And it says here, a time of celebration is at hand. I mean, the Three of Cups is literally celebration. Celebration with you, the people that you care about. Joy is ahead, good news. There's movement, celebration, and fun times. So again, even a different deck is giving the same message. There are better times ahead and a brighter future ahead of you as well. So although it's challenging, things are heading in a direction to get better, okay? So I'm just going to go and get a trinket or rune for you. We have, oh, I'm loving that. We've got this beautiful pure heart, and that's you, my beautiful Leo. You have a pure heart, but this is all about leading with a pure intention. It's about listening to your heart. It's about being crystal clear about what you want in life, creating healthy boundaries. And I also feel like your beautiful heart, it will be a mirror. Okay, it's like everything that you put out there, it is now going to start coming back towards you like a boomerang. And of course, we have the peace symbol there as well for you. Okay, the peace symbol. So this is about a more harmonious time lies ahead for you, and I feel a life of simplicity, romancing your life, embracing joy, living in the moment as well, and connecting to like-minded people. So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in that reading for you. If you would like to enter a competition to win a free personal reading from me, all you have to do is write in the comments box below, love is the answer, and my guides will bring me to one subscriber to win a free personal reading. I'll upload a video at the end of August to announce the winner, and please keep your notification bell on because it will let you know that I've uploaded that video and you want to check to see if the name is yours, and then you'll be able to connect with me and I'll be able to send that reading to you if you're the winner. Okay, so I'll leave it there. Thank you so much, my beautiful Leo, and love and light.